Bricktown Ballpark, and good afternoon here on YouTube as we welcome you to OKC Comets Baseball here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or anywhere on your mobile device with a free iHeartRadio app. Dean DeVoe is here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark here in downtown Oklahoma City. Our producer and engineer, the YouTuber, back in our 1340 studios here tonight. This is Game 3, by the way. This game, that's tomorrow's game you're seeing today, because I did a doubleheader yesterday, between the Comets and the River Cats, the AAA parent club of the San Francisco Giants. River Cats are 20-27. The Comets are 30-17. As we're going to see a very good game here today. Here are the starting lineups brought to you by H&H Shooting Sports. We start with the visiting Sacramento River Cats. Oslevis Bisabe, the shortstop, will lead it off. Matt Higgins, the DH, batting second. Luis Matos, the right fielder, batting third. Tom Murphy, the catcher, batting fourth. Bryce Eldridge, the first baseman, batting fifth. Yara Pomares, the left fielder, batting sixth. Brett Ackerbach, the second baseman, batting seventh. David Villar, the third baseman, batting eighth. Carter Howell, the center fielder, batting ninth. Starting pitcher for the River Cats is going to be Mason Black, as we'll deal with his record as far as that is concerned. For the Oklahoma City Comets, leading off at center field is Josue De Paula. Aaron Broncho, the switch-hitting second baseman, batting second. David Bodie, the third baseman, batting third. Ryan Ward, the first baseman, batting fourth. Joe Hudson, the DH, will bat fifth. Armando Alvarez, the shortstop, batting sixth. Nick Bibinson, the right fielder, batting seventh. Hunter Fiducia, the catcher, batting eighth. Batting ninth is Chris Alleen, the left fielder. Starting pitcher for the Comets is Emmett Sheehan with a 1.93 earned run average. Mason Black, a 5.15 earned run average. This is game number 3 of 6 between the River Cats and the Comets. We're going to bring you your first pitch right here, right now.
And welcome to the game.
And I forgot to go over the, I'll go over the home plate umpire. It is currently 63 degrees, clear skies, winds blowing 2 miles an hour. Rusty Valentine, the home plate umpire. Jerry Hillsdale, the first base umpire. Second base umpire, Kenny Jansen. And Mike Fillmore, the third base umpire, as far as that's concerned.
Out of the AAA Pacific Coast League in this one, it's the Sacramento River Cats and the Oklahoma City Comets. Introductions wrapping up down on the field. First pitch just minutes away. So just about set now. And on the mound today, Emmett Sheehan. Opposing batters have struggled against him this year, batting under 200. Think about this. From the start of the wild card era in 1995 through 2023.
Game start for Sheehan, 2-3 records. You look at the rest of his stats. Oslevis Bisabe, 25 average, 2 homers, 13 RBIs. He's batting right. Sheehan's first pitch of the night.
Oslevis Bisabe
got acquired by the River Cats, as we are underway here at 7:06. Last night, the River Cats destroyed the Comets in Game 2 of the series. Here's the next pitch for Sheehan. That's a fly ball left field. Alleen is under it. He'll make the catch, and we start off tonight's game with the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Matt Higgins.
Stepping to the plate for Sacramento.
One away from Matt Higgins. Just underway here in the top of the first.
215 pounds. And he's
262 average for Matt Higgins.
He's the
fouled away.
hitter. Little chopper rolls foul.
Second on the River Cats. Batting 262, 5 homers, 21 RBIs. Batting left.
Right-hander kicks and
Here's the next pitch.
Pops it up.
That's a pop-up. Bodie is going to be under it. He'll make the catch for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the right fielder, Luis Matos.
Coming up now
Bring
to
up
the dish
Luis
for
Matos,
Sacramento,
152
Luis
average, 1
Matos.
homer, 3
3
RBIs,
hits
batting
last night, a
right.
big factor in getting that win.
First pitch for Sheehan. Inside for a strike. 3 for 5 with a solo home run last night from Matos. Sheehan's next pitch. Here's a line drive to right field. That'll be a base hit.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Tom Murphy.
Now bring up Tom Murphy.
Will hit next.
Here he is. First pitch, inside for ball one.
No strikes.
246 average, 4 homers, 13 RBIs for Tom Murphy. He's batting right. Next pitch for Sheehan. It's called for a strike. Comets in their home whites tonight. Comets across the front in blue script with the light blue outline with the shooting Comet down below. As here's a fly ball. That's going to be foul. Red numbers on the front left, blue numbers on the back, white pants, blue hats and brims, OKC in diagonal letters with a shooting baseball Comet through the letter K on the front. 1-2 to count. That is high for ball 2. Two to count. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 down low and a 1-2-3 inning for the River Cats. No runs a hit and the runner left. Excuse me. Bottom of the first. Nothing.
Welcome back.
There's Mason Black.
Mason Black. Here's what you should keep an eye on.
2-6 record, 5.15 earned run average. His 10th start. He's had only 1 no decision. That's the way they call it. 305 average, 8 homers, 18 RBIs, batting left.
Gotta do something to get them off balance.
First pitch for Black. It's called for a strike. We basically already did our home plate umpire and all that, so you don't have to worry about that. No score, bottom of the first. It's called for a strike. Swing miss for strike 3, 1 away here in the bottom of the first. River Cats in their maroon and dark maroon jerseys. Sacramento across the front in white scripted letters. White numbers on the front left, white numbers on the back, gray pants, black hats, maroon brims. That's found away for strike 1. 255 average for Broncho, 6 homers, 18 RBIs, batting left. Mason Black's next pitch, his 5th pitch, and here it comes. There's a line drive to right. Auerbach has got it over to first for the 2nd out of the inning.
He took an extra step, lined himself up, and made a good strong throw for the out.
David Bodie is up next. I'm trying to avoid going down in order here in the first inning.
Stepping in, David Bodie. Foul ball there.
Bodie batting .259 average, 7 homers, 14 RBIs, batting right. Next pitch. Miss. Strike 2 on the fastball.
The zone, so the hitter has to get more aggressive. However, he could counter with something that breaks out of the zone to draw a swing.
Next pitch. Swing miss. Strike 3. We're down in order.
End of 1, and we're still scoreless.
We have the second with Zippo.
From sunken courtyards to flying buttresses, AC Hines Architecture can help with all your building needs.
5 homers, 13 RBIs, batting .239 for Bryce Eldridge.
Top half of the second from Oklahoma City. That one fouled
That
off.
fouled away. No score in the second between the River Cats and the Comets.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And quickly one away in the second inning.
One away in the second.
Jairo Pomares digs in now.
I'll bring up Jairo Pomares.
Breaking ball through there.
All for a strike. 278 average, 4 homers, 19 RBIs. He's batting left. Next pitch.
And it's strike two.
Check swing for a strike.
0-2.
There's a line drive to right field. That's a base hit. That's going to head right towards the wall. Rounding second is Pomares, as he's going to get a double, and the River Cats have their second hit of the night.
For sure. Not much to nitpick about that swing. 106 miles per hour on the exit velocity. That ball was simply scorched. Now they've got a good shot at scoring the first run of the game with the runner in scoring position. Digging in for the River Cats, Brett Auerbach.
Oh,
Homered
that's because
last night, added another hit as well.
No ball. 1 strike.
First strike for Auerbach. 238 average, 8 homers, 22 RBIs, batting right. Here's the next pitch. Rashian. Swing and a miss on a slider. That's outside for strike 2.
Back to back with those sliders, and now the hitter's in an
40th round draft pick from
2020. Now here's the 0-2.
0-2.
In the air, right
Here's a
field.
line drive to right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Is the runner heading for home? The answer is yes. It's an RBI single for Auerbach, and Sacramento picks up right where they left off last night to take a 1-0 lead here in the second.
Punch that one into the outfield for a base hit. Runner at first with 1 gone. Here's the third baseman, David Villar. On the ground to short, could be 2.
David BR didn't get to see his stats, so we'll do it now. There it is. Came in 213 average, 1 homer, 8 RBIs.
Quick feed to second for 1.
Second for 1, throw to first in time for an inning double play. But the River Cats get a run on 2 hits and a run, none left. We go to the bottom of the second. It is 1-0 Sacramento.
Bottom of the inning, and here's the first baseman, Ryan.
226 average for Ryan Ward, 7 homers, 21 RBIs. He's batting left.
Seems like that was
Up
just a
for a
good bit
strike.
of framing right there. Stole a strike. To the right side, Auerbach. 1 gone. On that pitch, he didn't
Round out.
recognize the
Auerbach over the first for the first out.
on it as a result.
Hudson.
So up next, Joe Hudson.
219 average, 2 homers, 7 RBIs for Joe Hudson. Batting right. Black's first pitch. Inside ball 1. 6th round draft pick in the 2012 draft for Joe Hudson. Next pitch. That's in the dirt, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, the pitch.
Right through there for a
That is
strike.
called for a strike. I was inside the strike zone.
Swing and a miss. And it's It's 2-2.
Nice strike
That
two.
sinking fastball looks really hittable out of the hand, but the late movement just makes it dive under the bat.
2-2.
Down on strikes.
Called for strike three on a slider for the second out of the inning.
Armando Alvarez getting ready to hit.
Bring up Armando Alvarez.
That's in there.
Called for strike. 194 average, 4 homers, 14 RBIs between Oklahoma City and St. Paul. Batting right. Next pitch. It's called for strike. 2 homers and 5 RBIs in his last 4 games for Alvarez. So we missed strike 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Comets. We go to the third. River Cats still lead 1-0.
On to the next inning, and now the center fielder, Carter Howell.
Carter Howell. 250 average, 1 homer, 3 RBIs, batting right. First pitch.
1 ball, no strike.
It's inside ball 1. Out of the way.
And the 1-1.
Next pitch.
Late swing, fouled off.
Well, it's fouled away. I apologize for that. Next pitch for Sheehan.
Goes down.
Swing and a miss on a 4-seam fastball for strike 3 for the first out of the inning.
Back to the top of the order here. Oslavis Basabe will hit next.
Slavies Basabe flew out his first time up, batting right.
Strike 1.
It's called for a strike.
That's in there. 1 out and the
Definitely
base is
sorry.
empty.
Next pitch. Here's a foul ball. Still 0-2. Sheehan's next pitch.
And that's outside.
Outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch.
Swings through.
Swing and a miss. Up high on a fastball for strike 3 for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Next up, the designated hitter, Matt Higgins. 0 for 1.
Yeah, Higgins popped up his first time up.
That catches the corner. 2 outs, base is empty.
Mm-hmm.
That one in for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Called for a strike.
It's ball 1.
Way outside, ball 1. Sheehan's next pitch, that's outside.
It's 2-2.
2-2. Next pitch.
That one
Fouled
is
away.
foul. We'll see another.
Talked about this a lot. If you didn't join me last night, I talked about, or yesterday, I talked about, because that's low ball 3, Matt Luis Montos on deck.
They know the 3-hole hitter is
Talked
on
about
deck.
that I will be no longer doing games on Twitch because Twitch was being a darping hyena,
Knocks that one
as that's
away.
found
We'll do it
away.
again.
So all the broadcasts will now be here on YouTube going forward for the remainder of the season. Hope you guys are
Now
okay
the
with that.
payoff pitch. And that's ball 4. That's an
Ball
excellent advance.
4.
A lot of pitches and earned the walk.
First walk for Sheehan tonight.
Walk can be a real lift for the offense. The runner gets to take a big secondary lead, so a well-placed ball
Luis
into the outfield
Matos singled his first time up. River Cats up 1-0 here in the third.
Matos in the box now.
Ball for strike.
After walking the last hitter, he just reached back for some extra velocity and pumped that fastball by for a strike. That's a good way to
40
reset.
pitches so far for Sheehan. Here's pitch number 41.
Right through there for a strike.
For a strike.
Not sure he was ready to hit. Took the first 2 pitches for strikes. Time for him to battle now. Good eye there. What a take with 2 strikes. They try to get a chase on a slider down and away. Higgins, the runner at first, with 2 out. Next pitch misses, and it's a full count. The runner will be going here on 3 and 2.
Murphy on deck.
Has to stay focused on the pitch.
Reaching the count. River Cats trying to extend this lead here in the third. Here's the next pitch.
Got it.
Low for strike 3. That looked like ball 4.
1 left on base, but they still lead it 1-0.
No runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Bottom of the third here in Oklahoma City. It is 1-0 River Cats.
Coming up to the dish for Oklahoma City, Nick Biddison.
Biddison, 338 average, 1 homer, 1 RBI. He's batting right. First pitch from Black is called for a strike. And here's a line drive to right field. That's going to be a base hit.
Runner on base to
First hit for the Comets here tonight.
Great job to step through that and line it the other way for a knock. That's the kind of thing hitters work on consistently, and he's turning that work into in-game success. Stepping to the plate for Oklahoma City, Hunter Fiducia.
Hunter Fiducia is up. Inside ball 1. 273 average, 3 homers, 5 RBIs in his games with Oklahoma City for Fiducia. Batting left.
Pickoff move to first.
Picked off over the first. He's safe. And we'll try the 0-1 the count. Or 1-0 the count, excuse me. Pitch.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 1-1. It's clear he's trying to own the inside part of the plate with 2 straight fastballs inside. We'll see if he goes away or comes back inside.
1-1 the count. Mason Black's next pitch. There's a line drive that will be caught by the third baseman, and there's the first out of the third.
He's disappointed after he didn't get a hit on that lineup, but that's great contact. The next time he hits it like that, I bet it works out better.
Chris Alini, 179 average. 2 homers, 7 RBIs. He's batting left. First pitch. Called for a strike. Chris Alini played with Double-A Tulsa earlier in the season.
0-1, here's the pitch.
0-1 the count. Here's the next pitch. That's called for a strike. Lower corner.
On the inner half of the plate, that leaves the batter vulnerable away. Maybe something off speed. Runner at first, 1 away.
Sacramento leads it 1-0 here in the third. Here's a blooper to right field.
And
there's 2 away here in the third.
Just missed that one a bit. A half-inch closer to the sweet spot, and it might have gotten down for a hit. Next to hit, Josue De Paula. Struck out swinging in the first AB.
Struck out his first time up. Batting left. Black's first pitch. Here's a line drive to left field. Left fielder will go back, make the catch, and that will end the inning. No runs, a hit, and a runner left.
They're down 1-0.
We go to the fourth. River Cats lead at 1-0. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for Sacramento. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for the Comets.
Top of the fourth inning with the River Cats at the dish.
Tom Murphy.
Murphy measures 6'1",
Murphy will be the
33 years
leadoff.
old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2012. Close.
That's
Doesn't
high for
get the
ball
call.
1. Eating balls here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. YouTube, our producer and engineer, back at our 1340 studios. And that's ball 2. I'll go ahead and throw a little disclaimer. If you haven't seen the Oreo Cup Series race from Chicagoland, because I did not spoil it for anybody, you can go check it out on my channel. That way you guys can see what happened in that race. I will tell you that I didn't spoil it for y'all, but you'll be shocked at who won the race. I will just say that.
And a big swing and a miss.
That's a swing and a miss for strike 2 for Tom Murphy. Sheehan's halfway to 100, and here's his pitch.
And it's foul.
Fouled
And the
away.
at-bat keeps going.
The reason I'm playing a game ahead of the original schedule is because I played a double header yesterday. As here's the next pitch, swing and a miss on a 4-seam fastball for strike 3. And there is one away here in the fourth.
Bryce Eldridge. First at bat was a strikeout.
Struck out his first time out for Bryce Eldridge. He's batting left. That's called for a strike.
Excellent command in this game, and that's helped drive his
Comets
success.
lead
Really putting the
are
ball
trailing
where he wants it to
1-0
go.
here in the fourth.
The 0-1.
0-1.
That one
Here's
to
a ground
first.
ball. Ward will take it himself over
Takes
the
it to
first for
batter
the second out.
2 quick outs in the top of the fourth.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jairo Pomares.
Now at the plate, Jairo Pomares. 1 for
Well,
1 with a
Pomares doubled
and a
his
run
first
scored.
time up, batting left.
Bouncing ball here rolls
That's
foul.
fouled away, strike 1.
Two outs and nobody aboard.
Mm-hmm.
Ball. 1-1.
Ball 2. Next pitch for Sheehan. That's low
Pitchers
ball
approaching
2.
him much more cautiously after he gave up the
I
double
will
the
start a
first time
BC in a little bit. I did get the final point standing, so I'm going to get ready
around.
to
And the 2-1 pitch.
take care of everybody's deal. Also, spoiler warning, if you haven't seen NXT from last night, you can go ahead and watch it on my channel.
Count, that might change. We'll see how it goes.
Next pitch.
Fouls it off.
Fouled
and now
away.
3-2. Payoff pitch. Gets a piece, stays alive.
Yep, that's high. Sheehan's next pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball game. It's a 1-2-3 inning.
River Cats down in order. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It is 1-0 Sacramento over the Comets.
Welcome back. The
Leading it
Comets
off,
at the
the
dish in
second
the bottom of the
baseman,
fourth.
Aaron.
Chicken fried
Brunch
steak is on
show.
the official state meal list of Oklahoma, so it's no surprise that you'd find it at the concession stand here.
Here's a line drive to deep right field, and it's gone!
A solo
A home run for Aaron Broncho. It's tied 1-1. That was something the Comets needed after getting destroyed by Sacramento last night.
Hanger over the middle. Instead, he stayed back and got every bit of it.
That will get this crowd fired up.
All tied up thanks to the homer. And the next batter, David Bodie. 0 for 1, struck out swinging last time.
David Good, he struck out his first time up. That's outside for ball 1. Black's next pitch.
Grounder,
Ground
left side,
ball, but
and
that
goes
is
just
foul.
foul. One ball, one strike.
Next pitch.
No,
High
that's a
for
ball.
ball 1. Or ball 2,
One
excuse
strike.
me. Tied at 1 here in the 4th.
And that's outside.
Ryan Ward's on deck as that's 3 balls and a strike. Black's next pitch. That's popped up.
Eldridge drifts
Eldridge
towards
is
it.
going to be under it. He'll make the catch for the first out of the 4th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan.
And next, the cleanup hitter, Ryan Ward. 0 for 1 so far. Fastball in for a strike. More than 80% of his first pitches are strikes so far. That's a good sign for this outing. Fouled off left side. Oh, and 2, here's the pitch.
Next pitch. It's
Down.
called for strike 3
When
for the second
either team
out.
strikes out 10 times in the game, Big Kale Soda will send every
Now
fan in
batting,
attendance
the
home with a
designated
six-pack
hitter,
of the healthiest soda out there. And now the DH, Joe Hudson, struck out looking the first time up.
One ball, no strike.
Hudson 1 for 3 with a double. Don't think he played yesterday. That was probably his stats from Tuesday.
Right through there
Called
for a
strike.
And the count 1-2.
It's fouled away. River Cats Comets tied here in the 4th at 1-1 apiece.
That one missed.
That's up high. Ball 2.
2-2 now.
2 balls and 2 strikes the pitch.
Keeps the AB
Fouled
going
away.
with the foul ball. Seemed to be sitting on the fastball there. Good job to adjust and fight off the breaking ball. Fights off, we'll see another.
Fouled away.
We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Bottom of the 4th, 2 away.
So far this inning.
Yep. Next pitch.
Ground ball.
Ground ball. From third baseman over to Eldridge. A first out will end the inning, but the Comets get a home run for Aaron Broncho. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 left.
All even at 1 apiece.
Yep, 1 run apiece.
We're ready for the 5th inning. Coming
Yeah,
up
the
now, for
5th.
Sacramento.
Brent Ackerbach, RBI single his first time up, back in the 2nd.
Nope, ball 1.
Action in the pen down there. Michael Kopech, the hard-throwing righty.
Yep,
is
Michael
up and
Kopech.
loose. Henriquez getting cranked up as well. Late with the swing, strike 1. Such a
Strike
close
1.
game. The next team to score could take all the momentum they need.
Excuse me.
1-1 pitch, fouled away. One-two offering. They try to get a chase on a slider down and away.
2-2 the count. Here is the next pitch.
Spoils
Fouled
the
away.
two-strike offering. Another coming up. And that's outside. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And the leadoff hitter sets down on the fifth. Now the third baseman, David VR.
David VR is up. Ground out of his first time up.
Ball inside. One.
I will actually watch it later.
Swing and a miss late on that one. He reached back and blew the high heat by him. Batter didn't have much of a chance to catch up to that. Way outside.
Way outside, ball 2. Excuse me.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Yep, fouled away.
Swing and a liner.
That's a line under the right field and is caught for the second out.
2 down.
The center fielder, Carter Howell.
Now a chance for Carter Howell. Struck out swinging the first time. Swing and a foul straight back. 2 down and nobody aboard. We're in the top of the 5th inning.
Top of the 5th. That's outside, ball 1. I already probably know who's getting ready to comment on my channel in a minute.
He swings and fouls one off.
76 pitches, 53 strikes for Sheehan. Next pitch.
Slider misses away.
Slider, that's outside. River Cats had the lead in the second inning. Comets responded with a home run in the fourth, and we've been 1-1 deadlocked since as Bosby is on deck with a full count. Next pitch.
Ground ball to third.
Over the first. That will end the top of the 5th.
So they go quietly here. Last half of the 5th coming up.
Down in order go the River Cats. Halfway through tonight's game, it is tied 1-1.
Bottom half of the 5th, and the Comets bat.
I'll bring up Armando Alvarez. Struck out his first time up, batting right. First pitch is ball 1.
No strike.
Comets and River Cats tied at 1 as that's called for a ball. That's the second ball. Next pitch fouled away, strike 1. 2-1, the next pitch for Black.
That one misses.
Called for ball 3.
Pretty unusual seeing him fall behind in the count like this. He could give up his first walk here.
Only had 47 pitches tonight. Next pitch. That's fouled away, and there's a full count. Next pitch. Fouled away. Black will be halfway to 50, or halfway to 100, and here's the pitch for Black. His 50th pitch, halfway to 100, and here it is. Swing and a miss on the four-seam fastball for strike 3. One away here in the 5th.
So digging in, Nick Biddison, 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Went for 3 last night for Bibinson as there's a pop-up.
Now batting, catcher, Hunter.
Now bring up Hunter Fiducia, who lined out his first time up. 2 away here in the 5th.
Bouncer to second.
That's a ground ball to second base over the first. Comets down in order. We head the 6th. It is 1-1 deadlock. You guys want to say hi in the chat, please let me know. Make sure you guys are respectful to one another in the chat. I don't want to have to deal with he did this or he did that or he said this or that, yada, yada, yada. As Michael Kopech will be the pitcher. That'll be it for Emmett Sheehan. Done after 5 innings. We'll probably factor in a no decision tonight. It'll be just like Tuesday. So as Basabe. Oslavy's Basabe.
On the ground, right side.
Ground ball. Broncho is under it over the first. It's high, but made the catch for the first down in the 5th.
Balanced throw. He really showed some great athletic ability as well as strong fundamentals on that play. Next is the designated hitter, Matt Higgins.
Yep, Matt Higgins is up.
Just missed.
Ball 1.
On that fastball up into
Zach Jackson, Luis Garcia warming up in the Comets bullpen.
1 out.
Popped out in the first, walked in the 3rd.
Foul ball there.
It's fouled away. Give it the line for. We'll give it the line for Sheehan.
That one into triple digits. Not looking good there. He may need to choke up or start that front foot sooner to catch up to this stuff. Just missed. That was well spotted, but he couldn't get the call from the plate umpire.
2-2 the count.
And he might get that call later.
2-2 the count. Kopech's next pitch. There's a ground ball. Broncho is going to pick it up, throw it aboard at first for the second out of the 6th.
Now batting, the right fielder, Luis Matos.
Luis Matos now at the plate.
I'll bring up Luis Matos. 1 for 2 with a single. That was in the first. He struck out looking in the 3rd. All tied up at 1 apiece. Here in the 6th.
That one's off the outside.
Called for a strike.
After those 2 pitches, it's clear he wants no piece of this batter. At the plate, he needs to stay patient and not
2 balls, no strikes. Kopech's next pitch.
Outside corner, there's
outside corner for a strike. Final line score for Emmett Sheehan, as he has done. 5 innings, 1 run, 3 hits, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. So he pitched very well, but unfortunately he will figure in a no decision. By the way, that is RBI number 19 for Broncho on that home run, his 7th on the year. Next pitch. It's up and in for ball 3. Tom Murphy on deck.
Base is empty. That one in there. 3-2 now.
Called for a strike. 3-2. That's a ground ball. Ward has got it over the first in time for the out to end the inning. Nothing for the River Cats. In the top of the 6th, we go to the bottom of the 6th. It is 1-1 tie.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now, Bubba Aline.
Chris Aline flew out his first time up, batting left. Black is still going to be remaining in the game. First pitch.
Lays down a bunt.
That's a foul ball because that was a bunt that turned into a foul ball.
On 0-1, the delivery.
Pitch.
Foul ball there.
A ball.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
0-2.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout.
Strike 3, one away here in the 6th.
Here's the center fielder, Jose Palmer. The splits between April and May there. Late with the swing there. That's 7 straight he's set down, and he's clearly in a good rhythm.
Tied at 1 here in the 6th.
Momentum going. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. And a rocket down the line.
And that's a line drive to left field for a base hit. Gonna bounce off the wall. Over the second for DePaula, and that is a double.
That kind of contact on balls in that location.
So I will put the go-ahead run.
He did well to put the barrel on it.
As the 3rd hit of the night for the
Comets. Aaron Bracho, already a homer for him in this one.
Bracho. Ball 1. Oh, didn't see his stats. Ground out in the 1st, homered back in the 4th. That is the only run scored for the Comets.
1-0 pitch.
Next pitch.
No, that's low.
Outside. That was his 7th home run.
Oklahoma City with the go-ahead run standing at second.
2 balls, no strikes. Next pitch for Black. Out of the way, strike 1. Two one. Next pitch.
Missed off the
inside ball 3. David Bodie on deck.
Itching to swing at that one. He might be feeling a bit disappointed at not being challenged.
Here is the 3-1 next pitch. Out of the way, and that'll be a full count.
After he threw a breaking ball on 3-1, he's got the batter second guessing. Could see another one here.
3-2. Next pitch.
Got him
swinging the miss on a 4-seam fastball for strike 3 for the second out of the inning.
Third baseman, David Bodie.
David Bodie is up. Strikeout in the 1st, popped out in the 4th. First pitch. Elbow for strike.
Swells in size.
Next pitch.
Next
That's high.
Some excellent pitching in this one. He's commanding everything very well. That one was in a location that wasn't going to come back to bite him.
Runner at second. 2 away in the 6th. Tied at 1. The next pitch, that's fouled away.
Power approach on the mound here. Nothing but fastballs in this AB. Go ahead, run at second. You're in the bottom of the 6th. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
That's fouled away. 1 ball and 2 strikes right now.
Not close with that.
That's ball 2. 2-2 to count. Tied at 1 here in the 6th. The go-ahead run at second. 71st pitch for Mason Blackett. Here it is. That's fouled away. Anybody has anything you want to say in the chat that's something we can talk about, go right on ahead, or I can save it for tomorrow. There's a line drive to left field. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to head all the way to the wall. That will score a run. That would be DePaula, and the throw gets away. It's an RBI double for David Bodie. And just like that, it's 2-1 Comets here in the 6th. And that will more than likely be it for Mason Black. That was a critical RBI. Nope, Mason Black's still in the game. That's called for a strike.
0-1.
That was a big hit for the Comets.
Man at second with 2 down.
Check swing. That's high for a strike. Should have not swung at that. That would have been ball 1 for Ryan Ward. 2:08 with runners in scoring position. That's down low.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Miguel Diaz getting loose out there. Number 35 warming up as well.
That's Evan Gates, not number 35, you derping announcer.
And the 1-2.
Pitch outside.
Ball 2.
Of course, I will be in Ada trying to get, and that's why I'm going to get these games done in advance. If we have to play a doubleheader, we'll play a doubleheader. Here's a line drive to right field. That's going to end the inning. But a run on 2 hits and a runner left by David Bodie's RBI double has given the Comets.
And this is now a 2-1 ball.
Has given the Comets a 2-1 lead. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for OKC. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the River Cats. Starting the 7th.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th inning, and we have a new pitcher on the mound, Zach Jackson. 5th appearance of the year. So here's the cleanup hitter, Tom Murphy, 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Murphy will be up. It's for what? I apologize if I'm tired. I just, by the way, did not mention this. I just came home from work, so I hope y'all are okay with that. 2-0 the count. Jackson's next pitch. That's called for a strike. I think a lot of you guys are knowing I'll probably get ready for sleep for bed tonight.
It's 2-2.
It's fouled away. You're hearing somebody whistle. It's my roommate, so please don't mind. 2-2. That's fouled away. 2-1 Comets here in the 7th. Do not know if the...
Here comes the 2-2 offer.
Do not know if that will be a decision or not. I think the starters will probably figure a no decision. We'll see. I know Mason Black will be done after 6.
Puts this one in,
as that's a fly ball to left field. Makes the catch for Chris Aline, and there's one away in the 7th.
Good after getting that first batter in this high leverage spot. Now he can attack with even more confidence.
And I'll bring up Bryce Eldridge.
Bryce Eldridge. Jackson, a 6'4" righty.
It's called for a ball.
Fastball, a slider, and
you see if the YouTuber did post the game up for me to see, or if his game got rescheduled. I don't know.
And another ball.
Another ball.
There's a strike.
Of course, he hasn't released the
Oklahoma City
Comets and
holding on to a
Express
one-run
game.
lead. Here in the top half
Probably
of the
understandable
seventh.
because he's busy, which makes a lot of sense.
Full count
Swing and
now.
a best strike 2.
3-2.
He's also been doing Stadium Creator. Make sure you guys go subscribe to the YouTuber.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
That's the second out of the 7th.
Now back.
Jairo Pomares, the next to hit.
Pomares.
One for 2 of the double tonight.
Didn't do a good enough job of timing up the pitcher's fastball, judging by that swing.
I gotta watch Rockingham. I'll do that later.
So the
That's a
tying
line
run
drive to
reaches
center,
the
left center
away.
field for a base hit. So if they tie this game up, if the River Cats tie it up, then we know both starters will figure a no decision
Here
tonight.
comes the manager out of the dugout,
That
making
will
a
be
move
it.
for the bullpen. Zach Jackson gives way, leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on, and we'll be back in a minute.
Kind of ridiculous to pull him now. But he is responsible for that runner at
A
second.
new arm into the game, the righty, Luis Garcia.
Now bring up Luis Garcia, new pitcher for the Comets.
Strikeout pitcher, though.
15th game this season for Luis Garcia. 192 against righties, 268 against lefties.
Getting ready to hit.
An hour back.
Auerbach having a lot more success on the road this season.
He's had 8 home runs. At Sutter Health Park, he's batting .200 average, 1 homer and 4 RBIs in a hitter-friendly environment. Yikes. In the words of
In there for
a
strike
friend,
one.
yikes, that's
he's
not
looking for
good.
something to drive with a potential tying run over at first
Los
base.
Angeles Dodgers taking on, or no, Los Angeles Dodgers rather, excuse me, are off today. I forgot they're
With the
off
go-ahead run
as
in the
of
batter's box.
Thursday. You know, you're seeing tomorrow's game today, which is fine.
Quickly in a two-strike
Los Angeles
count.
Dodgers off today. They're in New York tomorrow, taking on the New York Mets to begin a weekend series at Citi Field in
0-2, rocks
New
and
York.
fires. Just missed.
Excuse me.
This to third. Dives, but it kicks off the glove.
Yeah.
To first, not
Oh, the
in time.
first not in time.
The bat, the third base.
That will be ruled a base hit. So
Two outs,
River
runners
Cats have
first
got
and second.
runners
Now
at
the
first and
third
second,
baseman,
2 away
digging
for
beyond.
David Villar, who is 0 for 2 tonight.
Fastball
So that's
for
called for a strike. Double play in the second, line down the 5th.
And the tying run at second.
Pitch.
In there at
Down
the
low
knee.
for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
We'll continue our series tomorrow. 154 average with David Villar.
Hit hard.
Now, there's a line drive to right field. Makes the catch to end the inning.
Over. That might be a crucial missed opportunity.
Oh, so that will be for the River Cats. It is no runs, 2 hits, 2 left. It's time to stretch and sing in Oklahoma. Comets lead it 2-1.
Now pitching for
We're back, and a new pitcher here to start the bottom
Miguel
of the
Diaz, the
seventh.
new pitcher.
Miguel Diaz.
21st
This
appearance,
game is
1-2
still pretty tight,
record,
so he has
31
to
in
give
the third
bats a
innings,
chance and
4.31
keep it
earned run
close.
average, 242
mistake
against
pitches.
righties, 133 against lefties, and there's the rest of the stats.
Well, it's a one-run ball game.
the designated
And now the
hitter.
DH,
Joe Hudson struck out and grounded out his 2 at-bats. First pitch. That's down low.
one skips
Ball
to the dirt.
1. It's been a really close game here between these two teams here tonight.
Not even close there.
That's down
Ball
low.
2. Skies it to right field.
Flied out to right field. Right fielder under it will make the
And
catch
there's
for the
one
first
down.
out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Armando.
Coming up to the dish for Oklahoma City,
Alvarez.
Armando Alvarez.
Ball.
Outside ball one.
1-0.
One and 0, and the pitch.
1 ball, no strike, the pitch.
2 balls, no
Inside, ball 2. 2-1 Comets here in the 7th. That's called for a strike. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. We'll do it again tomorrow. To be determined on the pitchers for both teams.
Steps on first for the out.
Tomorrow will be a 7:05 first pitch. Each
The
will
right
open at
fielder,
6.
number 6,
Live
Nick
coverage begins at 6:50
Bittison.
Digging in
in
for
the video
Comets,
game.
Nick Bittison.
But our coverage will begin same time tomorrow. Another 4:30 first pitch for our 7:05
This
game,
one
as that's a
high and
line
twisted
drive.
down the left field
Deep
line.
left
That one's
field,
back there.
heading foul, will make the catch by the River Cats, and the Comets down in order. We go to the 8th.
Oklahoma City on top here, 2-1.
2-1, we head the 8th. We're already past the stretch.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and
Edgardo
another on the mound to start
Henriquez.
the 8th. Edgardo Henriquez trying to protect this lead. Well, it's a one-run ball game. Carter Howell digs in now. Carter infielders guard the lines. They're trying to
Hang
keep
on a
bases
second.
at
Let
bay.
me get my favorite video
It's
for that.
all and good to be patient and drive up the pitch count, but when you get a first pitch fastball like that in this big a spot, gotta
Up for
unload.
strike. Next pitch for Enriquez.
The 0-1. Swing and a
Now
miss.
that's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss.
Off for
Lead
swing
off
and a miss
batter
for
out
strike
here in the
3.
The batter,
Carter Howell
Oh,
goes down the order.
Basabe will hit next.
Basabe.
0 for 3.
Basabe,
Fly
0
out,
for
a
3
ground
here
out, and a
tonight.
strikeout.
Flew out in the first, strikeout in the 3rd, ground out in the 6th. Still 2-1 Comets here in the 8th.
0-1.
Next pitch, in for a strike. That slider just spun up in the zone. If it's in a hittable spot, it could go a long way. Ball one
Next
there.
pitch, check
Good
swing.
discipline. He did well to lay off that one down and away.
Yep. Down
Check
goes
swing.
low.
Up to first. No, held
Didn't
up.
go around for ball 2. 2-1, 2-1 Comets here in the 8th.
That's a strikeout.
Called for strike 3 on the 4-seam fastball for the 2nd out of the inning.
And this is the kind of work the manager was hoping for, calling him out of the bullpen to start this inning. Those 2 straight Ks really build confidence for the whole team that they can hold this lead. Next up, the designated hitter, Matt Higgins.
Matt Higgins is up. It's called for a strike. 0 for 2 tonight. 0 for 2 with a walk. Popped out in the 1st, grounded out in the 6th, only walked in the 3rd, so he's gotten an 0 for 2 with a walk.
That one well.
Way high, 10,174 here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. 10,174 as that's a line drive to deep left field.
Makes the grab.
Makes the
and
catch,
that's the
and River Cats down in order. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It is 2-1.
Oklahoma City have the edge. 2-1.
Yep, 2-1. We start at the bottom of the 8th. Beautiful sunset sky here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark.
Bottom of the 8th.
Leading
And
off,
here's the
the
catcher,
catcher,
Hunter Fiducia.
Hunter Fiducia's up 0 for 3 tonight. or 0 for 2, I'm sorry. Line down in the third, ground down in the fifth. Due up in the ninth for the River Cats will be Matos, Murphy, and Elridge.
Here's a high chopper. And they get the out.
Yep. Went away.
Now batting, the left fielder, Chris Aline.
Stepping to the plate for Oklahoma
Chris
City,
Aline.
Aline.
Struck out his first time out, flew out his last time at bat.
And that's outside. The pitcher has to attack this hitter. He's at the bottom of the lineup for a reason. Be aggressive. So 2 off-speed pitches in
1-1 in the count.
He's got that power fastball. Bit odd. One pitch now. Oh, that got.
Oh, that hit him.
Hit by pitch. First base.
So it's a hit by a pitch. He'll take his base. I'll bring Josue de Paula.
1 for 3.
1 for 3 tonight.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
That is ball strike 1.
Late swing. Foul
That's
to
a foul ball. And it's 0-2.
on the ground. Could be 2.
Now ball.
Leads to
Second for 1, throw to first, not in time. So that will be a fielder's choice. So they'll get the force out at second.
Next up for the Comets, Aaron Bracho.
As Aaron
He's already
Bracho
gone
homered.
yard in this game.
Comets still lead 2-1 in the 8th. More than likely, they'll turn it over to their closer. It's called for a strike.
I wouldn't expect him to throw many more high fastballs. That's not one of his primary locations. Much more likely to work around the knees. De Paula leads off at first with 2 out.
2-0-2 the count. The next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3 to end the inning. No runs, no hits, and a runner left. We go to the 9th. It is 2-1 Comets over the River Cats.
And on the mound, the closer,
Brustar Grotterall, 19th game, 1-1 record, 10 saves, 19 innings, 2.37 ERA, 300 against righties, 211 against lefties.
Digging in for the River Cats, Luis Matos.
Luis Matos is up.
Swing and
Out of the way.
That's out of play.
After this game is over, we'll have your Comets post-game report.
Pitch misses. Ball 1.
Not low.
1-1.
Recap the scoring. Not a lot of scoring that's happened. One last look at through the rest of the PCL International League and the Dodgers organization. Present the play of the game and a preview tomorrow.
And that one is
Out of the way.
We'll try again.
I will start streaming these games at midnight or 11:50. Yeah, I'll try to stream these games. We'll be back on schedule next week as we're going to be in Las Vegas, Nevada. Taking on the Las Vegas Aviators as that's fouled away. AAA parent club of the Athletics, or the soon-to-be Las Vegas A's.
1-2 now.
Next pitch. I'll pop the
On the right side. And there's
away in the 9th.
Now batting, catcher Tom Murphy.
I'll bring up Tom
He's
Murphy.
2 outs away. And next, the cleanup hitter,
2 strikeouts and a pop out for
2 strikeouts and a
Tom
fly.
Murphy, excuse me.
Foul ball there.
Brewster Grotterall will just get this save here. It'll be his 11th save of the year. The only blown save he got was the Salt Lake game that was on the road, but that he has not had a blown save at home. Two balls and one strike.
And that's
Low for strike 3 for the second out.
remaining. That is a critical call right there. And the
That's
pitcher
a
is
critical strike
aware.
3
He got
right
one.
there.
That umpire knows there will be some commentary coming his way from the dugout after that called third strike. So it's their last chance of
Comets down to their, or River Cats down to their final out here in the 9th. Bryce Eldridge, he's got to get something going. It's called for a strike. Next
Here's
pitch.
the 0-1 pitch.
Down low for strike 2. River Cats now down to their final strike here in the 9th. Eldridge needs to get something going. He's down to his final strike. The next pitch is fouled away. Oh-2,
And here's the 0-2.
the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3 to end the game. Comets win it 2-1 after getting stifled by the River Cats.
Final score here today, 2-1.
And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the River Cats in the top of the 9th. And the Comets win it 2-1.
Thanks for tuning in.
2-4-0 for the Comets, 1-5-0 for the River Cats. Looks like Michael Kopech will get the win. Mason Black will take the loss. Brewster Grotterall will pick up the save. Emmett Sheehan will figure a no decision tonight. What a game for the River Cats and the Comets. That's the base hit. The RBI, where the Comets took the lead right here. Oh, that's the home run. That's the only home run of the game. Here it is right here. David Bodie's RBI double. That gave the Comets the lead for good. Was the difference maker. And there's the where the final out is. And Comets have won the first two of the first 3 games of this series. So Kopech had a clean inning as he came in the as I'm going to look here. So it was the 6th inning as he pitched a 1-2-3 inning. Brewster Grotterall will get his 11th save. As you see the holds for Jackson, Garcia, Enriquez, 4th, 6th, and 1st. And then Grotterall gets the 11th save. Miguel Diaz retired all of his batters he faced. 6 of his batters he has faced, so there you go. That really was a good win for the Comets. Apparently they gave Brewster Grotterall player of the game. In my honest opinion, I don't think he deserves a player of the game, but nevertheless, a win is a win. Get ready for Game 4 coming up tomorrow. Appreciate everybody for joining me here tonight for tonight's contest. Now let's take a look at scores around the rest of the International and the PCL. Worcester beat Durham 5-4. Winning pitcher went to Austin Adams. He's 2-1. The loss went to Jake Brents. His first loss, he's 1-1. Tristan Peters hit a 3-run homer for the Bulls. Jose Ramos had an RBI for Durham. For the Red Sox, Tyler Miller hit a solo shot for the Red Sox. Mark Plovosavi, Tyler McDonald, Roman Anthony also added RBIs for Worcester in the contest. Columbus beat Indianapolis 3-2. Winning pitcher for the Clippers was Jacob Jonas. His first win, he's 1-0. The loss went to Kyle Nicholas. His first loss, he's 1-1. Home runs for Nick York for the Indians. Jason DeLay added an RBI for Indianapolis. Micah Priories had a home run for the Clippers. Gabriel Herreras and Angel Martinez had an RBI as well for Columbus in the contest. We'll deal with the PCL in a little bit. So with the international and all that, yada, yada, yada. Syracuse beat Rochester 5-2 in the contest. Christian Scott got the winner versus 3-5. Reed Garrett, his 21st save of the year. The loss to Cole Henry, he's 2-4. Robert Hassel III homered for the Red Wings. Jackson Clough also had an RBI for Rochester. Omar de los Santos, Brett Beatty had a home run for the Mets, the 2 homers for the Mets. Kevin Parada, Rafael Ortega, and Luis de los Santos had an RBI as well for the Mets in the contest. Louisville shut out Gwinnett 5-0. Winning pitcher for the Bats was Graham Ashcraft. He's 2-0. The loss to Davis Daniel, he's 6-1. That would be his first loss. Only runs scored in the contest, Matthew Nelson had a home run for the Bats. Former Dodger Edwin Rios had an RBI, along with Davis Wenzel, who had 2 RBIs, and Blake Dunn also added an RBI for the Bats in the victory. Toledo beat Iowa 7-5. Brendan Hanafy got his first win. He's 1-0. Alex Lang, his first blown save of the year. The loss went to Trevor Richards. He's 2-4. Moses Ballesteros had a 2-run homer for the I Cubs. B.J. Murray Jr. and Jordan Wogu also added RBIs for Iowa. Justin Henry Malloy, Thomas Nido had home runs for the Mud Hens. Jamari Jones, Kevin McGonnell, Max Clark also had RBIs for Toledo in the contest. Lehigh Valley beat Buffalo 7-1. Lehigh Valley's pitcher Kyle Tyler got the win at versus 3-1. The loss to Adam Macko, he's 4-2. Only run in the contest, Josh Rivera got an RBI from Devontae Brown for the Bison. Buddy Kennedy, Gabriel Racones Jr., Carson Taylor, Jefferson Cuero, and Leandro Pendia had RBIs for Lehigh Valley. Wilkes-Barre Scranton beat Nashville 7-6. Marcus Stroman got the winner versus 2-0. Jay Cousins, his 12th save of the year. The loss went to Tyler J. got his 3rd blown save. Grant Wolf from the loss, he's 0-3. Runs in the contest or for the Sounds, Manuel Margot, Manuel Canea, Jake Bowers, and Vinny Capra for the Sounds. Luke Ellis, Dominic Smith, Spencer Jones, Everson Pareda, and Rafael Flores had RBIs for Wilkes-Barre Scranton. Colton Brewer got his first blown save. Jake Cousins, as I said, his 12th save on the season. St. Paul beat Norfolk 2-1. Winning pitcher for the Saints was Randy Dobnak. He's 4-4. Michael Tompkin, his 14th save. The loss to Brandon Young, he's 1-3. Only RBI was Jackson Holliday's RBI for the Tides. Mike Ford had the 2 RBIs for the Saints in the contest. Last but not least, for the games, we had Memphis beat Jacksonville beat Memphis 3-2 rather. Winning pitcher for the Jumbo Shrimp, Colin Giuseppe, he's 3-0. Davion Curry's 2nd blown save of the year. Nick Anderson took his first loss. He's 1-1. Jackson Butchberger, Zach Levinson had RBIs for Memphis. Dylan Head, Javier Sinjona homered for the Jumbo Shrimp, the only home runs in the game. Eric Wagaman had an RBI for Jacksonville. Now to the mixed games. We'll do the mixed games and then your PCL scoreboard. Round Rock beat Charlotte 6-3 in 10 innings. Winning pitcher for the Express, JT Chargot, he's 1-0. Josh Sorbs, his 17th save of the year. Lost to James Karnacek, his first loss, he's 1-1. Alan Trejo hit a grand slam for the Express. Dustin Harris had an RBI, and Brandon Montorano also had an RBI for the Express. Tristan Gray had a 3-run homer for the Charlotte Knights in the contest. The other one is Omaha beating Salt Lake 5-4. Winning pitcher for the Storm Chasers was Jonathan Bolin. He's 3-3. Sam Lung, his first save of the year. He lost to Dakota Hudson. He's 4-5. MJ Melendez, Luke Mully had home runs for the Storm Chasers. Tyler Gentry, Gavin Cross had RBIs as well for Omaha. Nico Cavadas and Tucker Flint had RBIs for the Bees in the contest. The rest of your PCL scoreboard were this. Reno beat Albuquerque 7-5. Winning pitcher for the Aces was Yibler Diaz. His first win, 1-1. John Curtis, his 11th save of the year. The loss for the Isotopes was Antonio Sensatella. He's 0-2. Nick Martini, Keston Hiura had home runs for the Isotopes. Chris Bryant had an RBI for Albuquerque. Elmondo Vargas, AJ Vucevic had home runs for the Aces. Vargas hit a grand slam. George Barbosa and Jose Herrera also had RBIs for the Aces in the contest. Las Vegas shut out Sugar Land 6-0. Las Vegas is hot so far this season. Ken Waldachuk got his first one. He's 1-0. Grant Holman, his first save of the year. JP France, the loss. He falls to 4-3. Only runs scored in the contest. Colby Thomas, Nick Kurtz, and Carlos Cortez had the RBIs for the Aviators down there in Sugar Land. And last but certainly not least, El Paso beat Tacoma 5-2. Henry Baez got the win for the 4-5. Brian holding his 7th save. The loss went to Jackson Kowar. He's 4-2. Ryland Thomas had a 2-run homer for the Rainiers. Leo Dallas DeFries, Gavin Sheets, Brendan Valenzuela, Joshua Mears, and Clay Dunyan had RBIs for the Chihuahuas in the contest. Around the Dodgers organization, Los Angeles Dodgers, after losing the series against the Arizona Diamondbacks, had the day off. They're taking on the New York Mets tomorrow. Shohei Ohtani for the Dodgers, Clay Holmes for the Mets. Double-A Tulsa falling at home to Springfield 5-3. Michael Gomez got the win, improves to 2-1. Madux Bruns, the loss, he's 0-3. RJ Yeager, Darlin Moquette, and Jimmy Crooks had RBIs for Springfield. Miles Mastroboni, Cody Hosey, and Damon Keith had RBIs for the Drillers in the contest. What will tomorrow bring for Game 4 of this 6-game set between the River Cats and the Comets? You'll have to tune in tomorrow to find that answer out. Another 7:05 first pitch. YouTube stream, another 4:30 first pitch. Jackson Ferris coming off of... I'm going to look here. Jackson Ferris will start for the Comets. He is coming off of his outing against the Isotopes, as he pitched very well. He hasn't pitched in over a week or so. He's all fresh. With Oklahoma City, he's 4-1, 3.67 earned run average. It'll be Carson Seymour, who's looking for a bounce back. And he last pitched on Sunday, so he will look for a bounce back after a tough loss in the contest as well. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. So, yes, he will be the starter for the River Cats, 3-2 with a 3.04 earned run average. 7:05 first pitch. Gates open at 6. Tickets are available. Call 405-218-2150 or order your tickets at OKCComets.com. It'll be a fireworks Friday here at the ballpark. And stop by the Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark box office located on South Mickey Mantle Drive. It will be open tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. If you can't make it to the game, our live coverage in the video game will start at 6:50. Our coverage of our stream will begin at 4:30 Central Time here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or anywhere on your mobile device with a free iHeartRadio app. You can also listen to the game on the Bally Sports Live app and the MILB TV. Today, the Comets were victorious 2-1 over the River Cats of Sacramento. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Comets. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors for the River Cats. Winning pitcher was Michael Kopech. He's 5-2. Brewstar Grotterall's 11th save of the year. The loss to Mason Black, he falls to 2-7. Comets with the win are 31-17. Sacramento falls to 20-28. For our producer and engineer, the YouTuber, back in our beautiful 1340 studios here in beautiful Oklahoma City. I'm Dieter Voyle saying good night from Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Thanks as always for joining us. We appreciate your listenership and your support. I hope you'll do it again with us tomorrow. You've been listening to OKC Comets Baseball, presented by Heartland Flyer.